Ukrainian Defense Forces continue executing combat missions on one of the active fronts. Units operate in coordination, utilizing the full spectrum of available assets, from reconnaissance to fire support. Coordination between different military branches ensures operational effectiveness and containment of enemy forces. This report provides an overview of how Ukrainian forces maintain defensive positions, conduct local operations, and sustain defensive stability along the front line. The operational area remains tense. Enemy forces attempt to hold captured positions, periodically conduct reconnaissance by fire, and maintain systematic artillery and mortar shelling. Ukrainian units track all movements of hostile vehicles and infantry, conduct counter-battery operations, and work to contain attempted advances. Command distributes tasks among various units based on current conditions. Reconnaissance groups operate at forward positions. Artillery units remain ready for immediate response. Engineering teams ensure fortification and security of supply routes. Infantry holds the defensive line, maneuvering between prepared positions. Weather conditions create additional challenges for both sides, but Ukrainian forces adapt to circumstances and continue mission execution. Meanwhile, reconnaissance groups maintain continuous observation of enemy activities. Unmanned aerial vehicle operators deploy drones to designated sectors to track hostile vehicle and personnel movements. Collected data is transmitted to command posts for analysis and decision-making. Reconnaissance identifies enemy concentrations near fortified positions, detects logistics routes, and designates potential targets for fire strikes. Each enemy position is catalogued. Coordinates are verified and cross-checked before transmission to artillery units or strike drone operators. Simultaneously, other reconnaissance groups work with ground-based assets, conducting visual observation, recording changes at the front, monitoring enemy artillery activity. Information flows continuously, forming a comprehensive operational picture. Operators work in shifts, ensuring continuous reconnaissance coverage. The accuracy of their work determines the effectiveness of subsequent actions by all other units. Each detection, each recorded position represents a potential mission for fire support groups. Following target detection, inter-unit coordination begins. Reconnaissance data is transmitted to responsible commanders who assess task priority and available engagement assets. Factors include target type, location, current tactical situation, and risks to friendly forces. Coordination centers function as a unified mechanism. Information is processed rapidly. Decisions made precisely. If detected enemy equipment poses immediate threat, the mission receives higher priority. If personnel concentrations or firing positions are identified, the most effective engagement method is selected. Adjustment drone operators prepare for fire guidance. Artillery crews receive coordinates and prepare ammunition. Strike drone teams conduct pre-flight preparations and await mission confirmation. Meanwhile, infantry units receive information about planned fire strikes to avoid risks and capitalize on artillery or aerial engagement results. Interaction between different elements of the combat system ensures operational cohesion. Artillery crews receive target designation and begin preparations for fire mission execution. Gun commanders verify data, calculate firing parameters, account for meteorological conditions and terrain features. Each shot must achieve maximum accuracy. Adjustment drones take positions over the target area. Operators provide real-time corrections, adjusting fire after initial rounds. Artillery operates effectively. Each projectile approaches the target through coordinated interaction between observers and gunners. Simultaneously, rocket artillery prepares to engage area targets. When reconnaissance identifies equipment concentrations or fortified positions over significant areas, appropriate multiple launch rocket systems are employed. Crews work rapidly. Minimal time passes from mission receipt to execution. Following fire strike series, adjustment drones assess results. If the target is destroyed or damaged, the mission is considered complete. If additional engagement is required, parameters are adjusted and firing continues. Artillery personnel maintain operations until the threat is neutralized. Concurrently, other artillery groups conduct counter-battery operations. Identified enemy gun positions come under fire to reduce hostile activity and protect friendly units from shelling. Meanwhile, strike unmanned system operators prepare aircraft for deployment. Each drone is equipped with appropriate munitions depending on target type. Communications, battery charge, and guidance system functionality are verified. Drones deploy to areas where priority targets have been identified. Vehicles, fortifications, enemy firing positions. Operators control aircraft remotely, continuously analyzing camera feeds and adjusting course. Each flight demands concentration and precision. Errors are unacceptable. Target approach occurs cautiously. Operators avoid unnecessary exposure of drone presence so enemy forces cannot react or reposition. Final guidance phase lasts several seconds. Adjustment, confirmation, munition release. After engagement, the drone records results or returns to base for redeployment. If the target is not completely destroyed, data is transmitted for subsequent strikes or artillery engagement. Strike drone operations complement artillery capabilities and enable target engagement where heavy equipment is less effective. Simultaneously, other operator groups work on smaller targets, firing positions, observation posts, individual equipment units. Each destroyed object reduces enemy combat potential and facilitates infantry operations. Infantry operates at the front, executing missions to hold positions and conduct local clearing operations. Personnel move between cover positions, utilizing prepared routes and natural terrain features. Each movement is planned in advance, accounting for possible enemy reaction. Units fortify existing positions, establish additional firing points, and prepare for potential counterattacks. Following artillery and drone fire strikes, infantry gains opportunity to advance or consolidate on new lines. Maneuvers execute rapidly and in organized fashion. Meanwhile, other groups conduct patrols in adjacent sectors, recording enemy attempts to conduct reconnaissance or approach Ukrainian positions. Any suspicious activity is immediately reported to command for threat assessment. Simultaneously, units conduct clearing operations of fortifications abandoned by enemy forces after fire impact. Each position is checked for mines, booby traps, ammunition, or abandoned equipment. Work is performed carefully, observing all safety measures. Infantry interacts with other units continuously, receives reconnaissance data, coordinates actions with artillery, reports position changes. This cohesion enables rapid response to any situation changes and maintains control over the area of responsibility. Engineering units perform critically important work, establishing defensive structures and routes. Personnel install mine barriers on probable enemy advance directions, construct anti-tank obstacles, and reinforce existing positions. Meanwhile, other engineering groups work on route demining for safe movement of friendly vehicles and units. Each sector is thoroughly inspected. Detected mines are neutralized or marked for subsequent work. Engineer speed and accuracy determines entire unit safety. Simultaneously, construction and repair of shelters, dugouts, and command posts proceeds. Engineers utilize available materials and equipment, adapting structures to local conditions. Each shelter must provide protection from fire and enable prolonged personnel occupation. Separate groups work on logistics support, restore damaged roads, establish crossing points, install bridges where necessary for equipment passage. This work often occurs under shelling risk but is performed professionally and in organized manner. Medical units and evacuation groups remain ready for immediate response when needed. Forward positions maintain first aid points, equipped with necessary supplies and medications. Each service member knows the protocol for casualty situations. Meanwhile, evacuation vehicles maintain readiness on secure routes, prepared to reach evacuation points upon first call. Drivers know all routes, shelters, and terrain features, enabling rapid and safe casualty transport. Simultaneously, medical specialists coordinate with personnel at the front, providing remote consultations and preparing stabilization points for receiving evacuated casualties. Every minute matters. Coordinated evacuation and medical group operations save lives and enable wounded personnel to receive timely qualified care. This system functions continuously regardless of combat intensity. Logistics units ensure continuous supply of ammunition, fuel, provisions, and other necessary resources. Each position receives everything required for mission execution, from ammunition to drinking water. Meanwhile, vehicles conduct runs between warehouses and forward positions, utilizing secure routes and movement schedules that minimize risks. Drivers operate professionally even under shelling conditions and difficult road situations. Simultaneously, repair units restore damaged equipment, conduct vehicle maintenance, prepare reserve units for deployment. Each operational vehicle, each functioning drone represents additional capability for combat mission execution. Logistics coordination occurs centrally, but accounts for each specific unit's needs. Command allocates resources based on mission priority and current situation across different sectors. According to preliminary assessments, conducted operations resulted in destruction or damage of several enemy equipment units, suppression of firing positions, and neutralization of enemy fortified positions. During operations, units maintained control over designated lines and improved tactical positioning in certain sectors. Reconnaissance continues recording fire strike consequences, refining enemy casualty data, and identifying new targets. Command analyzes results and plans subsequent actions accounting for situation changes. Units replenish supplies, conduct personnel rotation where necessary, and prepare for continued operations. Each completed mission becomes foundation for subsequent actions. Such operations enable containment of enemy offensive actions, maintenance of initiative on specific fronts, and complication of hostile logistics and maneuvers. Ukrainian defenders continue executing assigned missions, maintaining discipline, professionalism, and coordination across all military branches. Interaction of reconnaissance, artillery, aviation, infantry, engineering, and logistics units forms a unified defense system. Each element performs its role, ensuring overall operational effectiveness. Defensive operations continue. Units remain at positions, maintain situational monitoring, and stand ready for new mission execution. Ukrainian military resilience, endurance, and professionalism ensure national defense and bring victory closer. Operations continue.